camper trailer, not mine, but printed trailer. I've never actually driven with a real trailer before, so it's going to be a bit of an exercise in learning how to back up and whatnot. So anyway, I got the Redcat Ascent Fusion hooked up again with my custom made ball hitch mount. I'm going to see what the articulation looks like in this. I'm going to apologize a little bit for my driving because I am driving one-handed, which kind of still learn how to do that as well. Anyway, let's see how this goes. I'm tight here, shift my angle. See how this thing gets over this. Very different driving when you're driving with a trailer. The articulation is still good right now. There's still lots of pivot there. It just rained, so things are a bit wet. The Redcat is normally doesn't struggle as much getting over this, but for obvious reasons. The added weight of the trailer makes it more tricky. It's gonna fly off there if it catches. There we go. And we're good. Oh, look at that. That's kind of funny. Trailer. Need another set of wheels on that trailer. So this is interesting. So even little things like, I don't see them in the bolts, sticking out bolts, you know. I should use the flathead M3s that I have. But let's see if we can get this guy to catch. There we go. Kind of preparing myself for trailer trash as well, because this is going to be interesting for sure. I feel like that trailer is not coming home in one piece. Anyway, this is what we do. We print, we play, we learn, we break, we learn. Yeah, it's really catching up. Yeah, I'm sure that probably snapped something there. Uh-oh. Hang on, let's flip this back over. Let's look at the bottom. Yep, first break, PLA, or not PLA, PEG snapped right there, right in that guy there. No surprise. It's okay. Print that off in 10 minutes. So let's do something a little easier here. I'm gonna loop where. Amazing. The trailer's not very heavy, but it's just amazing what that little bit of extra weight the back end does to the dynamics of a crawler that otherwise is quite capable. All right, kind of survived. Yeah, that trailer's gonna take a beating. I'm probably gonna maybe reprint some of that suspension stuff, maybe even beef it up a little bit, because knowing it's going to take a beating. And now, lesson learned, you know, right now the way that they're modeled, and it's not my model, and I'm not faulting Buddy who did it, because he did an awesome job. Probably wasn't intending for these trailers to get beat up like this. So I'm going to take that that little connector piece and model it, and basically what you got to do when you do this kind of stuff, you put curves on everything. So basically, if you look at the way it's sort of broke right now, it's kind of just waiting, you know, it's begging for abuse, right? So you can model this, probably maybe be a bit extreme, but come across even to here with a thin plate, and then have sort of a slope, so that anytime you're hitting something, that slope will help bring it up over the leaf suspension springs. Or just model this guy with a basically slope that dives down into here, so that again, that same thing, that the slope will catch on any rock or a piece of wood and just pull the trailer over. And might even, you know, change these guys to cap screws, like these guys, change them to these guys here, because the little things like this, you get them on a rock and it'll shut you right down. Even that, right? I mean, that's temporary anyway right now, but we even reverse cap screws and put the bolts, the nuts on top, just to keep the bottom smooth, right? As smooth as possible. Again, I just love this trailer. Phenomenal job by the creator. I've linked him before. I'll link him again here. It's an awesome print, but I'll do some tweaks to better that process. All right, let's keep going here. I'm telling you right now, spoiler, the trailer is not gonna, this is not gonna go well for the trailer, but I have an idea that the trailer will fall in and then we can just pull it up once we get over the other side. So let's see how this plays out. So let's get the ascent, make sure it's on a good line. Okay, ready? Say bye, trailer, you're going down. See ya. Oh, we're gonna just grind along the edge. Okay. I can go with that. So let's just keep it, maybe it'll hold. I do feel like I'm gonna be 3D printing some more parts here when I'm done this whole mess. Let's have a look and see what happened. What's going on here? What is it grinding? Oh yeah, so it's caught on the fender. All right, that'll work. Let's see how well we can get back in. Ah, see, the suspension is catching again. Yeah. All right, definitely got to remodel that. So let's give a little hand of God support here. Come on. All right, let's use foot of God support. There we go. Yeah, so trailer trash at Death Valley this year definitely needs some work done, or this is not going to go well. But hey, it's all good. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Stick around, subscribe. I'm going to do some more videos as I clean up that underneath that trailer, make it a little more slick, so to say.